This is something I want to talk to you guys about. Kind of off the video, the spiritual awakening that I did a couple days ago, but this is something that's going to happen on your journey. It's after you have the spiritual awakening is what we're about to get into, and your disappearance. Because that's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like a damn disappearance, bro. Like, the life you were living, you just completely fall off. And it's like everybody you were ever around no longer sees you. Everyone that's ever known you does not see you no more. It's like you're a completely, totally different person. And that's what we're about to talk about. But I want to show you guys something right quick. For those of you guys that are new to my channel, we got the world's first collagen peptides, IRC Moss Organics Nature. So if you guys have not tried the stuff yet, man, like for real, anyone that's new here or has not tried it yet, like bro, you seriously gotta try this stuff. The link is in the description box. It is so damn good for your health, for your wealth, for your mindset, and I have a few other things as well. The IRC Moss gummies, the IRC Moss capsules. So these are things you want in your daily diet. I take 2 of these capsules per day in the morning with water, and then a scoop of that stuff in with a protein shake, and it's amazing for energy. It's absolutely amazing for energy. You could have no energy, bro, and you could literally take those things alone, and it's gonna boost you so high up. But anyways, the link is in the description box. You guys, if you haven't tried it yet, you definitely want to try this kind of stuff. You will not be disappointed. You could literally come and do whatever you want to me if you're disappointed, because I know you're not going to be disappointed. But anyways, this is something that's going to happen, bro, on your journey. It's going to be the disappearance of you as the chosen one. Whenever you have this spiritual awakening and you realize there's more to life than the false reality that you were living the whole damn time. There's a lot more to it. Why is it that I did not change my life? For such a large part of my life, I get alone. I get away from people I shouldn't even be around, and boom, a couple years, completely changed my life. This shit's real, bro. When you get real focused, when you get real disciplined, when you get serious, when you cut out the BS, this is what happens. It can happen a lot faster than you think. It might feel like a long time because it's nothing pretty going through it, but bro, you will change your entire life so fast if you just put yourself in the right position and start doing the right things all the time. It's not gonna feel like anything's changing, but it just happens. It just changes over time. From you doing what's right every single day. That is the recipe. Drink lots of water. Take the right supplementation. Eat the right meals. Get the right amount of sleep. Take ice baths. Do things that's going to get you up. Pay attention to things that's going to help you, not hurt you. None of your bros out there who want to turn up is ever going to help you. They're going to hurt you. They're going to peer pressure you into things. They're going to tell you, oh, let's do this tonight, bro. It'll be all right just tonight. We'll just do this for tonight. And it might be the worst thing you've ever done in your entire life. Because the truth is, people like that, that's what they will do. And you don't want to surround yourself with the unmotivated, unambitious, uninspired individuals. It could be your own damn family. It could be anybody. I don't know who it is, but just do not do it. You have to get away. A lot of people is going to try to suck the life force out of you. And then there's people on earth who's going to give you life force, who's going to give you the right information, who's going to tell you the right things to do, and it's going to help your life. That's what you want to surround yourself with in your mind, and just stay in the zone. And don't come out. Don't allow people to peer pressure you. People might try even harder whenever your disappearance is in play, which means you're not around nobody no more. People's wondering what you're doing. They're wondering what you're up to. And that's for you to know and them to find out, because guess what? They're going to find out. They might not find out at first. They might not know what's going on with you, but eventually they're gonna know. And they're gonna know why you kind of set out on your own path. People's gonna think you're crazy, bro. Like at the start of my journey, even when I was like 19 and set out on this massive fitness journey to absolutely change my life, people was viewing me as just like, what is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? And some people even, screw this guy. Look at all the results he's getting. Screw this guy. That's kind of the mentality they have towards you, and they're just haters. But your disappearance is going to come with a lot of question marks, and that's what every chosen one is going to go through. Because at first, everyone's brought into the matrix, everyone's brought into the false reality, everyone's brought around false individuals in school and in places like that. I even spoke with a younger fella at the gym earlier this evening. I'm back now. I was back for a couple hours now, but he even told me, like, the people you go to high school with are not even your friends. Like, the reason why you might seem as friends when you're in there is because you're in there and that's all you ever see. So when you get out and you veer off, you go to university, you don't go to university, you do other things, you start to meet better people because you're meeting a wider variety of people instead of just individuals that was at your school, if that makes sense. And it made sense to me. It should make sense to you guys, and it's very true. I realized pretty quick. In fact, very quick. As soon as I got out of high school, what was what? Your eyes open immediately. And that's when everyone fell off. That's when I kind of disappeared, because I stopped going to where everyone else was going. I started going to the places that I wanted to go. I started doing the things that I wanted to do. People don't get it. People don't understand it. Oh, come over here tonight, bro. Come to this party. Come here. Come do these things. And it's like, I don't want to do those things no more. You guys should come do what I'm doing. We should do this because it's far smarter. It's far better. But they don't see it that way because they view it as one day. Oh, it's not going to be that fun. Putting in the work, oh, it doesn't sound that fun. You know what's not fun? Ruining your entire life because you want to have fun. You wanted to party. You wanted to turn up. Have fun ruining your life. Because that's not my plans. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what's right. Whether I want to do this today or whether I don't, I do what's right. When you do what's right, folks, you're not always going to want to do those things. I don't always want to jump in an ice bath. I shouldn't even say that because I kind of do, because I'm a little bit twisted in the mind. I kind of do want to jump in an ice bath. There's even days where it's like, all right, I'm going to take the day off the ice bath. Just today, I'm just not going to do it. I'll shower in cold ass water and that'll be good for today. Just because I'm running short on time. But all of a sudden, the littlest thing will happen. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do this right quick and I'm going to feel a lot better. And that's exactly what happens. So it's about doing what's right. It's not about doing what you always want to do. It's about doing what's right. And you know what else is right? Your disappearance. When you set off on the path that you're supposed to be on. Like I said, people's going to have a lot of question marks over your head. People's not going to know what's going on. They're not going to know what you're doing. And that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Because one day, they're going to know. And then it's going to make a little more sense. Because when you do new things, bro, it don't always make sense. It's not always going to make perfect sense to you, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point of the journey. Nobody ever fully knows what's going to happen. We have ideas and stuff like that, and that's great, but you don't fully know. It's about the path. It's about the journey. It's about enduring. It's about going through things. It's about going through hardships. It's about getting up and never backing down. It's about going forward, full-fledged, wide open, full throttle. That's what it's about. And a lot of people don't understand that because they want to do the safe thing. They want to take the safe bet. And the safe bet is never going to give you the W that you're actually going to want. It's going to give you just enough. It's going to give you just enough. There comes a point in time where you got to think, you know what, just enough is not even good enough for me. I need much more than just good enough. That's when people's going to start to question you. That's when people's going to think you're going a little bit crazy. You're going a little bit loopy. Look at this guy thinking that big. Who does he think he is? Lots of these question marks, right? Lots of those question marks. That's good. That's how you know you're doing the right thing. Whenever you disappear, that's when you know you're doing the right thing. There's a saying in a quote that I saw on Instagram multiple times. It's like, become a ghost. F everybody else, just become a ghost. Screw them, screw what they think, and I forget what else it said, but it went something like that, and it's just like, become a ghost. F this, F that. Just focus fully on yourself. Get in alignment. Tunnel vision. Just go down your path. That's when people's going to think you're going crazy. That's when people's not going to understand what's fully going on, because they don't fully understand within themselves what's going on. You're the one with the big balls. They don't got that yet. They may never have them, but you do. You didn't come to life to play it safe. You came here to be what? The best you can be. That's what you came here to be. You didn't come here just to take the littlest amount of what life can offer, which is so easy. Anybody can take just enough. But not everybody has a big set of balls and can go after the best versions of themselves. To do what's right. To be tough. To be top percent. And your disappearance is what's going to lead to all these things, as long as you stay on your path, as long as you stay focused, as long as you never go back there with the rest. Because that's what the rest is doing. That's where the rest will be. They will lie and they will remain. That's exactly where they'll be, is way back there. And guess what? They're going to make it out to be a problem whenever you're going that way. Which is what? The right way. They're going to be a little mad and a little upset. Sorry, bro. I told you to come. I told you to come where I was going. I told you all y'all to come. I said we should all do this. Oh, no. Not today. Not today means never. It has to be today. If it's not today, when's it going to be? Next week? Next month? Next year? Next life? You buffoons? It has to be now. Now is all we ever have, folks. Every day in front of us is all we ever have to squeeze out as much as we can in the day. And I'm not going to sit here and lie. Some days you're going to squeeze out a little bit more than others because burnout is a real thing. But you have to maximize your time. You have to maximize your days as good as possible. Everybody takes breaks. The toughest men on the planet take breaks. People in the UFC take breaks. I would argue they take more breaks than I take. I just can't stop. I can't take a vacation. I probably will be able to do it, but it's been very hard. It's been very hard to take a vacation, bro. There's just too much to do. There's too much to do. Too much in front of you. And this is a mentality you have to have. Like, there's going to be time in life for fun, folks. There's going to be time for having a good time, but you got to make time for the grind. A lot of time for the grind. There's got to be years of your life that you completely and utterly sacrifice. I was talking also to the fellow that I was talking about earlier in the gym about this. Like, the best thing you can do is sacrifice some years of your life for the greater good of your own life and your purpose. It's the best thing you can do. You don't have to have such a lit year every year. You didn't have to take the best vacation you've ever taken in your life every single year of your life. There comes a time where you have to even spend 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years of complete just sacrifice. Like, you might do something fun here and there, but it's nothing even crazy. You still worked that day. You still got a lot of good shit done that day. So you veer off for a couple hours. You do something fun for half a day sometimes, the odd time. That's the kind of sacrifice we're talking about. You can skip holidays. I've skipped holidays. I've skipped birthdays. I've skipped lots of things because there was just too much to do. And this is what happens, man, on your path when you disappear. This is the shit that it is. This is how it goes. And you got to be down for this. You got to tell yourself, you know what? You got to look at the bigger picture. You have to visualize what it's going to be like for all those years. You have to look ahead of time, and you have to be willing to go through it. You have to make that decision, and you can't go back on it. You have to make that decision. You're willing to sacrifice these years. You're willing to go through these things for these years. You're willing to look stupid. You're willing to look like you don't know what you're doing. You're willing to look however people want to perceive you. That's okay, because guess what? They're going to know what's up when it's all said and done. They're going to know what's up. They might not right now, but they're going to know. You was him all along. You try to tell them this. They didn't think that because they didn't know that. But you did. And I'm just telling you what's going to happen, bro, on your path when that disappearance phase comes. It starts with the spiritual awakening. It starts with your mind knows what's best for you. That's like the spiritual awakening. It's like your mind telling you what's best for you, regardless of what anyone else is saying in your ears. You know what's best. There's a higher power speaking to you in the mind. So regardless of what other people saying in your ear, it don't matter. Because you know what's best because there's something else speaking to you in the mind, in the soul. And when you make decisions that's in your best interest, most of the time, 99 point some percent of the time, it's going to involve nobody else. It's going to involve nobody else but yourself. And that's when you're going to know what you're made of. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be grueling. There's going to be tough times. There's going to be tough days. That's how it's going to be. It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days. It's almost like anything, right? That's just kind of how life is. Some days you wake up in a better mood, happier, all this stuff. Some days you wake up not in the best mood, and there's better things you can do as well if you wake up in not the best mood. Like take iron or sea moss supplements, like take an ice bath, like go to the gym. It's going to make you feel a lot better. There's things you can do to make yourself feel a lot better, regardless if you don't wake up in a good mood. And if you do the things that's going to make you in an even better mood when you wake up in a good mood in the first place, oh man, you're in for the best days of your life. If you can wake up and like you're having a good day and you take the right supplements, you eat properly, you get a good amount of sunlight, you take an ice bath, you hit the gym, you eat good meals after that, you drink lots of water, man, you're gonna have the best day ever. And even on your worst days, if you can do these things, you're gonna end up, when it's all said and done, you're gonna turn that bad day into a good day. It's almost like on this path, you have to almost live like a perfectionist. And there's no such thing as perfect, but you gotta come as close as possible. You have to do, it almost starts with the mind and the body first. When you can get yourself right, this is what people don't understand, bro. People live such pathetic existences and they're not disciplined or dedicated at all. They don't eat the right meals, they don't do the right things that's gonna make them feel better. And they wonder why they don't have the energy to do X, Y, and Z. You have to do things to get yourself to feel better in order to have the energy to perform at the level that you need to perform to do the things that you have to do to make yourself better. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You're going to become this crazy, obsessed person, almost like a David Goggins. That's what you're going to become. And that's when people's going to be looking at you like you're damn crazy, bro. You disappeared. You're off on your journey. You're looking different all the time. People's like, what is going on with this guy? What is he doing? They don't fully know what's going on. You're just going. Pedal to the metal. You're not holding back. You're going after everything that higher power is telling you to do. That's what you're doing. That's what you should be listening to. You shouldn't be listening to mainstream media. You should be listening to your school teachers and your colleagues and your maybe even your family, your so-called friends or whatever it is. Most of the time, those are the worst things possible that you can listen to. Possible. And 100% of the time, the best thing you can listen to is your higher power up here in the mind. That little voice that talks to you. That's what you have to listen to. And there's two types of voices. There's a voice that's going to defeat you, and there's a voice that's, you know what? That's the right decision. That's what I have to do. That's what I'm going to do. And you have to block out that other voice that's saying, no, you can't do this. You have to get rid of that voice completely. You have to live every day as if you've already done it. You've already made it. You're already successful. You're already on the path. You just keep going. And all of a sudden, voila, there you are. And you knew you would do it the whole damn time. That's what you have to do. So folks, don't get overwhelmed when people's like, what's this guy doing and all this stuff? Forget about them. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about making them happy. Like I said before in videos, worry about making yourself happy. Do what's best for you. The right things will come to you. Ultimately, when you have this type of selfishness in your life, ultimately, again, it makes you selfless because you're actually a man or woman of value. Now you can actually serve people because guess what? Before, you couldn't even serve your damn self. You couldn't even serve yourself a damn ice cream cone. But now if you could feed the homeless, you could donate to charities. You can protect, you can provide, you can do it all. And now people look at you as him, as her, as the man, as the woman. And you know why all this happened? Because you listened to that higher voice in your mind. You listened to yourself, you listened to God. You didn't listen to the noise. That's why I said, don't worry about them. They're there to distract you. They're there to pull you apart from what God has for you. They are lost. They don't know what's going on. These are the folks that can do just enough. They have just enough. Just enough. Baby, can we afford these kind of diapers today? They have just enough. You can get whatever diapers you want. You can get whatever kinds of food you want, organic, non-GMO. It don't matter. You can buy whatever clothes you want. You can live wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. Because you didn't settle for just enough. You did what was right. If you do what's right, God will gift you 10 out of 10 times. And that's it. So I hope this video was relatable. I hope this video can help and serve you to the degree that it should. This is it. This is the path. Good luck.